going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Some things just never go out of style, like craftsmanship you can trust. Since 1902, H.B. Brink & Company has been building more than homes, they've built trust. Locally owned and operated in Lawrence County, Tennessee for over a century, spanning 3 generations, extending their craft to surrounding counties, providing lumber, millwork, tools, and materials that stand the test of time. From custom homes to weekend DIY projects, if you need it, they've got it. Stop by 134 Depot Street in Lawrenceburg or give them a call today.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com.
When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders team can make your home the home of your dreams. Hamby Builders is licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience in homes in Giles, Lawrence, Wayne, and Murray counties. Trust your home construction or light commercial project to the team with experience and integrity. Hamby Builders. Call 931-629-5264 or 931-629-9472 today.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways Losing Center. Let our family take care of yours. Losing Center. Let our family.
Welcome into X Sports Network and the state championship middle school boys game. Summertown will take on Bolivar. Said it had a Smyrna address. I didn't think this was Smyrna, but apparently it is. Big school here, all three schools here on location, elementary, middle, and high school. And it's a pretty thing to see with the sea of blue across from us. We'll be on the opposite side from our team, from the benches. And it looks like we got a pretty good student section here today, this Saturday morning. I think he said they're the Tigers. Is that right, Kevin? So that's a Bolivar Tigers. And then, of course, your Summertown Eagles. Get through the starting lineups here. I can tell you that Bolivar has a big kid inside. I would say every bit of 6'2". Probably the tallest we've seen this year. Dallin Scott's going to get called out, and win or lose, you don't forget these moments as a middle schooler, I promise you. You don't get here by being a subpar team either. These are the two best teams in the tournament. I think they've proven that as Pugh, Jaime, and Scott get called out. But everybody's going to have to be firing on all cylinders. There's no doubt. This team looks very athletic. They look well coached. I have no doubt their plan will be to go inside with the basketball. Coach V, White finished out the starting lineups there. I don't think I've missed anybody. Huckaba, he's in there as well. Our traditional starting five. Coach Ashton and Coach V down there. And Bolivar getting ready to get called out now, and we'll be underway in just a few minutes. So for the Tigers, you got Beauregard, Stanley, Reeves, Hoyle, and Hawthorne. I will give you the big man's name here in just a second. I think, well, he's 23, Hawthorne, and I don't doubt that I'll be saying his name a lot. But Summertown has faced, in my opinion, one of the best players in the state. When they played South Lincoln, that kid is a true phenom for a middle school. So we've been here before. That guy just seemed to be, he was a point guard, but he did a little bit of everything. This guy's the big man down low. So Julian's going to have his hands full. If we play together, we're going to be hard to beat. If we try to make it a one-on-one thing, then I'm afraid that it won't go as well. But we'll find out here shortly. I've only seen this team warm up, so that's what I'm basing that on. I haven't seen them on the floor. But they do seem well coached. And they do look ready to go. So about to get underway. Again, Kevin Wright, Guthrie Mason here in Stewart's Creek. Getting ready for the state championship. This is for all the marbles. Julian's going to get the tip, but it's going to be picked up by Reeves. And they'll kick it around. Summertown in a 2-3 zone. They move the ball around, and Beauregard's going to pull up a three, no good. Pugh's going to chase that board down, and he's looking to push. I'm going to stand up so I can see over the rails. White's going to fire it from the volleyball line, short. You got to follow your shot. White's going to pick that off. Sees Scott ahead. Scott will set it back up. They'll get into their half-court offense. Scott going to move it to the right side. He had White on the roll. Didn't go there. Julian will drive. Stop. Pump fake. Now White will fire a three. Good. Sam White starts it off with a three for Summertown, and here comes Bolivar. Almost got away with a walk there. That is Beauregard at the point. And that ball is going to be tipped by Pugh. They get it inside now to Hawthorne. He'll drive. Floater. No good. Julian on the board. Julian pushing up to White. White looking, thought about the three, pulls it down, gets it back to Julian. Julian top of the key. Summertown up. Oh, sorry. They called that 2 by Sam, so it's 2-0. 4:47 to go. Ball's going to be stolen away, and they get it ahead to Hawthorne. Now they'll get it inside. Hawthorne there on the board. Got to block him out, guys. Hawthorne gave it up to Hoyle. Hoyle missed it. Hawthorne grabbed the rebound and put it back in. He was over the back, but we didn't block out. White with it now. Gets a screen from Julian. Drives in. Layup. No good. Hawthorne comes away with the rebound. Pushes ahead. Layup up and in by Reeves. 4-2. Summertown trails by 2. Huckabee with it now. Guarded by Beauregard. Ball over to Julian. They went for the steal, couldn't get it, and Julian's going to lose it, and we're going to get a foul. And again, I'm on the opposite side, so you can hear the boos over on this side. So that'll be the first team foul, and that will go on Bolivar. Pugh inbounds on the sides, setting up to give Julian a screen. They give him one. He goes around it, up, and lays it in. Good. And he'll go to the line for the chance at a three-point play. Julian Jaime. He drove in. The guy looked like he had position. Might have been a little late getting there, and they'll call a blocking foul. Julian will get the 2 with a chance to make it 3. All tied up at 4. 3:56 to go in the first. Shot up. Good. Summertown in the press. Pugh way up on the front. They kick it back. They get it to Hawthorne. Goes over to the side to Beauregard. They're getting by the press now. Goes in for the layup. 4-2. That's Stanley on for 2. 6-6. Should be 6-5. Is that not right? Okay. They've got 6-6 on the board. 6-5 is what I've got. Julian up. Good. Count the basket. For 2, Julian Jaime takes the short jumper off the glass, gets fouled. Kind of just threw it up sideways after the foul. Basket did good. He'll go to the line for the chance at a three-point play again. Shot up, shot in. Julian's come to play. Hawthorne to inbound for Bolivar. Pressure on him. Pugh pushes him, no call. Hawthorne gets the toss back in off the save. He goes down, Euro, up, no good. Foul on Summertown. That's going to go on Julian. That's his first. So Hawthorne will go to the line for 2. Shot up, good from Hawthorne. Hawthorne, a good athletic player. To be the big guy, handles the ball well, and so far he's single-handedly broke our press and got in a couple 3-on-1s. Second shot, good from Hawthorne. 9-8 your score. Summertown leads by 1. Scott with it now. Kicks it over to Huckabee. Almost stolen away. Huckabee's going to try to drive. He's going to be trapped. It'll be tipped and go out of bounds. Not sure how that goes to Bolivar, but they say it was tipped and that it hit Huckabee, I guess, but somebody obviously tipped it out of bounds. Inbounds is going to go into Beauregard. Now they'll get it to Hawthorne, and we're in another 3-on-1. Up, no good. Hawthorne on the rebound. He'll be tied up. No jump ball. Not going to be a jump ball. It's going to be a foul. Going to call a foul on Summertown. That's definitely looked like a jump ball to me, but they're going to call the foul on Summertown. We got a little discussion from the refs here. He's over at the scores table. It was the young lady ref who made the call, but they're holding up hand signals over there for 7 or 5 or 23. It's going to go to Bolivar. Okay, now we're good. I don't know what that was about. Shot up for 3 is good from Reeves for Bolivar. And they'll regain the lead, 11-9. 2:53 to go, ahead to Pugh. Goes right around his man, up and in. Cason Pugh for 2. Pugh's going to have to stay back on the press. He's getting up so far that they're getting this in a 3-on-1. Here comes, entered into the game, number 2. Up for the layup, no good. Julian on the rebound. That was Jackson on the miss. Ahead to White. He's got room. He scores on the fast breakaway. Does Sam White. Good look out front. Jackson with it now. Back to Hawthorne. Over to the side for Bolivar. They get it ahead, and they're going to lose that one out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on Bolivar. Summertown's ball. They're up 13-11. It's weird. We're the guest on the scoreboard. I got to get used to that. Into Scott. Scott back to White. He'll bring it up, walk it up. He's guarded by Hawthorne, so Hawthorne's staying back, and Sam's able to get up the floor. He kicks over to Huckabee. Huckabee had room, didn't fire it. We know he can shoot it. Over to Scott. Scott will call the offense out. And Coach V's going to want a timeout. I think it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll take it with them here on the X Sports Network.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
To the best of my knowledge, back here in Stewart's Creek, Kevin and I just discussed, we think that they gave Sam the 3 that they originally had on the board as a 2, which I'm 99% sure he was behind the line. Pugh's going to get it into Julian. He's guarded by Hawthorne, so they've switched that around. Now Julian will drive. Goes up. They're going to call the charge on Julian, and it was. We're just trying to do too much one-on-one there. He had White on the wing. Looked like the kid was set up at an angle to his side, which really doesn't matter if you lower your shoulder and plow through him. Into Beauregard, to the middle, to Hawthorne. Hawthorne ahead. Haven't seen much of a half-court offense at all from Bolivar. Julian's going to get the rebound and push it down the floor, and he's going to be fouled. He had guys ahead of him, but chose to take it all the way. For the floater, no good, but we'll get a foul. That's on Jackson. That's his first. They don't put the numbers on the board, so I'm trying to hear here from the – they do have a PA announcer. Julian's going to get it in from Pugh. And here we go with the one. Why are we doing that? They're going to call the charge. Julian had players all around him, threw it up behind his head. I'm not sure why we're just trying to go one-on-one. We're doing really well passing the ball. Summertown still up by 2, fortunately. Beauregard gets it over. They'll fire it ahead. That's Wellington over to Hawthorne, and they're getting by the press. If they start making some of these layups, we're going to be in trouble. All tied up at 13. 1:18 to go in the first. 13-13 your score. Both teams with 4 teams foul. White looking to drive, kicks it back, stolen away by Wellington. Got back by Julian, up and in from Julian for 2. 15-13, Summertown leads. They get it past the press again. Wellington over to the side. Let me get his number. Shot up, no good. Pugh's going to foul him. That's number 2 over there, Jackson. Falling away, took a shot from Pugh. That'll be Pugh's first. That's going to be the 5th team foul as well. So Jackson will go to the line for 2. Trailing by 2, 52.6 seconds left in the first. Jackson's shot's going to be up and in. Nice looking left-handed shot there from Jackson. Good student section over there. I can hear them every now and then over here. Summertown's got a huge crowd. Looks like some South Lawrence people have rolled in as well. They are on the Summertown side as well. We wish them all the best for sure. That ball's going to be rebounded by Hawthorne over White. Now takes it up and scores over Julian. Julian's got 2 fouls already. Had to kind of play that light, and that gave Hawthorne the window for Bolivar to take the lead. White with it now, top of the key. 36 seconds to go. Looks like Summertown playing for one shot. White, we got to count on now. He'll drive, kick it over to Huckabee. Huckabee kind of shimmied, hesitated on the shot, missed the three. Here comes Bolivar. That's Beauregard with it. Down low, up, no good. Hawthorne over everybody. How are we not calling a foul on that? Hawthorne definitely over the back there, no call. I think Sam White's asking about it. He's asking the referee about it. They're trying to tee somebody up, or the crowd wants a tee, but I don't know who they're talking to. I think they're giving Coach V a warning, maybe. We'll get a sub into the game. Hawthorne goes out. He was shaken up on the rebound putback. It's not good news if you're Bolivar. He's holding his knee. I think he's going to be all right. I think maybe he just shook him up a little bit with his knee there. Ahead to Huckabee. Huckabee, 9 seconds to go. Gets it to White. White's going to finish it here with 6 seconds. Drives, loses it. Tries to pull it up. Scott from near out of bounds. White lost the handle on it. Scott picked it up, shot a three, no good. And that's where we'll end the first quarter with Summertown trailing by 1, 16-15 here on the X Sports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back into the X Sports Network. We're here again in Stewart's Creek, up near Murfreesboro. I think it has a Smyrna address, but it's right off Almoville Road. Fairly new school, if I remember correctly. I mean, it's maybe 10 years, something like that. I'm not sure. I know it's fairly new. Huge campus here. Summertown and Bolivar both playing a very even first quarter, both having some time filling each other out. Summertown's press has done its job to some extent, hasn't called turnovers, but it has rattled them a little bit. And Bolivar's done a good job of getting past it. I haven't seen hardly any half-court offense from Bolivar at all. It's all fast breaks, wide open. Of course, once they get past our front row of the press, they're able to get in a 3-on-2 or 3-on-1 on this end. I'm sure Coach V will make some adjustments there. No subs for Summertown in that first half. We do now. So Hammock's going to come out for Julian. Again, Hawthorne went down at the end of the first holding his knee. Hope he's all right. I'm sure he will be. He is back on the floor, so that's good to see. You don't want any young men hurt today. You want them all to make it through the game as we're going to start the second quarter. Kevin Wright, Guthrie Mason. I feel like we've been here before. Pugh over to the wing to Scott. Scott will back it out, set it up, gets a screen from White. Now one from Pugh. He'll take it back the other way. Bolivar very good on defense with being disciplined. Huckabee over to White. They went for the steal. White has it. Floater from the free throw line, no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes up again, no good. He had Huckabee on the wing. Now Bolivar comes away with it. Beauregard brings it up. Hammock in. He was pressing there. They'll back up into their 2-3. Ball lost. Pump fake. Got away with a walk there. Jackson with it. Now over 4-3. No good. Rebound Hawthorne. You got to block him out, fellas. Up and in from Hawthorne. You got to put a body on him because he's going to go up. If they will block him out, they will get the over-the-back call. Scott over to Pugh now. Pugh going to go against Hawthorne. Up and in. Casey Pugh for two. Here comes Beauregard for Bolivar. He'll bring it up. Front part of the zone. I'm not sure. Hammock might think he's in a zone or a man, I'm not sure. Now Hawthorne inside, up off the backboard, no good, ball tipped. And that's going to go out of bounds off Summertown. Summertown just not able to rebound right now. Nobody's blocking out. Hawthorne with his sides is able to get everything because there's no body on him. That rebound was almost pulled down by Wellington. They get it into Hawthorne right off the stack, and he'll go up and in. This kid's a player. White will bring it up now. Facing the man-to-man. We just got to move the ball. Hammock pulls it over to Huckabee. Huckabee to White. White being dared to shoot, won't do it. Pulls it back down, picks up his dribble, tries to go cross court, not sure why. Stolen away, and then Huckabee gets it again. Pressured, and he gets by everybody. Pulls up the jumper, nice looking shot, miss. Pugh on the rebound, can't get it in. Pugh tries to go back again, and Hawthorne's going to get called for the reach in. Good rebound by Casey Pugh. Couldn't finish, but kept the play alive. Nice job by Huckabee. After the bad pass from White was picked off, Huckabee picked it again. White looking on the inbound under his gold. Hammock for three. No good. Rebound Hawthorne. Stolen away by Pugh. Pugh up, no good. White on the rebound. No, Hawthorne rebounds. Now Pugh will get hit with an over the back as Hawthorne pulled down the rebound after Pugh missed it. I think Pugh was expecting a little bit of contact, didn't get it, overshot the basketball, and now Hawthorne's going to go out. He'll get a break, and this is Summertown's opportunity to kind of push here. They trail by 3. Here comes Beauregard. Over to Jackson. Inside, that's Stanley, down low, nice job there. Down low from the high post, little high-low. That'll be points for Bolivar. White pushing ahead to Hammock. He'll drive. Goes around everybody. Turns around. Puts it up. No good on the layup. Got to have those fellas. Now here comes the Tigers again. That's Jackson over to Beauregard. Inside. Nobody there. Pugh's way out on the wing for an easy layup from Bolivar. Just good, patient basketball. Nobody was down low. Pugh was overplaying the wing and gave up the layup. Scott for 3, no good. Hammock on the rebound, and he'll be fouled on the floor by number 20, Wellington. That's only the second team foul. Julian set to come back in. He will come in, as will number 5, Reeves. He'll come in for Jackson for Bolivar. White set to inbound on the baseline. Hammock goes out. Good minutes by Hammock. Tough luck on a couple of them. Julian cuts down the middle on the inbounds, throws it up, no good. That's a sideways shot. We got to get a good squared up shot. Tossed ahead. Pugh's going to get a hand on it. It's going to go out of bounds off of Pugh. He broke the pass up, so Bolivar will have it on the side. 24-17. Summertown trails. 2:57 to go in the second. Beauregard with it. Fires the long 3. Good. Top of the key. They backed off of him in the zone, and he made them pay. 27-17. Summertown trails by 10. Huckabee with it now. Gets a screen from White. Goes around it, looking, picks his dribble up. Nobody there. Sam will backdoor it and can't make the layup from the great pass from Huckabee. So Summertown's missed several layups here. This could be a 2-point or 4-point game. Beauregard going to get it set up for Bolivar. Summertown can't afford to overplay as Bolivar's going to go inside with the basketball. 3 up, no good. They fight for it. All yellow shirts. Nobody even there for Summertown to help rebound. Stanley back up to Beauregard. 2:08 to go in the second. 27-17. They kick it over to the wing. To Williams. Now Beauregard blocked by Huckabee. Julian ahead to Pugh. Pugh goes up, layup good. Casey Pugh for 2, and we'll get a timeout by Bolivar. Here, I think the coach is wanting to ask the ref, but he'll call 30 seconds, so we'll take it with him here on the X Sports Network.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Back here in Stewart's Creek, Summertown trails 27-19 to the Bolivar Tigers. Very two evenly matched teams. Summertown missed several layups in the last 2 minutes that we normally make, or this is a different game. So Bolivar will have the ball on the end after the made shot by Cason Pugh on the run-out layup. Summertown with 1 team foul, Bolivar with 2. Doesn't look like foul trouble is going to be near the problem it was in the first quarter, as we had, I think, 5 and 7 for both teams. Beauregard to bring it up. Looking down low. I mean, they're going to go high-low. Why we're pushing out and putting so much pressure on top, I don't know. Pugh comes away with it, tries to steal it, or tries to save it. Goes back in. Good hustle by Bolivar. Number 5, Reeves, dives on it and slides plumb out of bounds. So Julian going to come in. They got Hammock doing a little bit of offense and defense with Julian. Huckabee is going to get it in to Julian. 1:38 to go in the second. 27-19. Julian drives. Up, no good. Just forced that shot. And that's going to go out of bounds to Bolivar. Scott tried to save it, but it was already out. Got to play a little bit more together. Bolivar's too good of a team. They just sit back and wait. Guards go out to pressure. They get it back to Beauregard. Over to the wing. Now inside to Hawthorne. Now down low to Stanley. Up, no good. Julian on the rebound, and he'll push. He's got Wolves behind him. He'll push. They're going to take a charge, I promise you. Good job stolen away by Stanley there. We'll get a foul on Summertown. It's going to go against Huckabee.
His team's second of the period.
27-19, 1:09 to go. Foul was on Easton Huckabee, and Coach V is going to get a technical here. He'll have to sit the rest of the game. They're going to get, I'm not even sure that Coach V was talking to him. Ref discussing it with Coach V now. She's not going to back up off the technical, so Beauregard's going to go to the line to shoot the 2 technical shots. Coach V will have to take a seat for the rest of the game. And you don't really need that right now. You need to be playing basketball. Shot off the back glass from Beauregard, or off back iron, no good. Can't afford to give away free points here. Beauregard's second shot. They will get the ball as well. Back iron, no good. He misses both. Coach V still saying something, but so it'll be Bolivar's ball on the side to inbound here. Reeves set to inbound to Beauregard. 1:09 to go in the second. 27-19, Summertown trails by 8. Oh, big walk there. They got him with it. He did. Reeves did. He knew he did. Looking inside, and we kind of shut that down. Summertown's going to have to pack it in. They have shot some threes, but their game plan is to go inside with the basketball. Jackson's going to come in for Reeves. White gets the ball inbounded from Pugh. He's guarded by Hawthorne. Hawthorne got 1 foul. White drives. Jump stop. And they'll call the walk. He did a jump stop and then took the shot, and they called him for a walk. Bolivar's just back there down low, and anytime we drive in, they just set up to take a charge, and our guys panic because they've already seen 2 called, so they just throw up a sideways circus shot a lot of times instead of just pulling up and shooting a jumper. It's like they've taken the layup away. White way up high on Hawthorne. We're still in a somewhat 2-3, but it's a very different. They try to go in. They're wanting to go into the high post to Hawthorne. We're leaving it open as well. They've got the ball, 30 seconds to go. Bolivar's going to want 1 shot. And Coach V's going to let them have it. They back Sam White up to the back row more, so we're not overplaying. 19 seconds to go. You're down by 8. I mean, I don't think you want to give up a free shot here. Bolivar, he'll start now. 4 seconds. Drives. Dish down low for the finish for 2 from Stanley. And that's where we'll end the first half. Summertown trailing 29-19. They're going to have to figure it out here at halftime on defense and offense. We're going to need all the faithful at home to shout out a little bit of prayer here. Let these boys get it right. I've seen them down before, and I've seen them come back before, so we know it's possible, but they're going to have to start playing Summertown ball. We'll take a break for halftime, be back for the third quarter here on the X Sports Network.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
When I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Out here in these parks, this just isn't making. I've got the most park view. Right on in, my dear sister.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
This is the X Sports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
What really matters during the ball game, we realize when it comes to sports that seasons begin and seasons end. There's an ever-changing to a new season. In Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1, there is appointed a time for everything. There's a time for every event under heaven. Life has its seasons. But one thing that does not change is Jesus Christ. The Bible says He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Put your trust, confidence, and obedience in Him. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time. And nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
Over a century ago, Henry Ford put America on wheels. And since 1930, Sharp Motor Company has carried that legacy forward right here in Pulaski, Tennessee. Family owned and family operated, Sharp believes the secret to longevity is simple. Treat every customer like their family. Sharp Motor Company, Ford and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located at 1516 West College Street in Pulaski.
Have you ever seen those halftime scholarships where you have to nail a 40-yard field goal? Yeah, this isn't that. I just had to open a Bank Independent account and follow a few simple steps. That's it. A 20% scholarship to UNA. Bank Independent. We're invested in your future.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer compassionate expert care close to home. Our ER is now stronger than ever with more providers, chest pain accreditation, and our newest Joint Commission stroke accreditation because every second matters. Generations have trusted us for compassionate care and medical excellence. Faster, trusted, accredited. Emergency care with hometown heart.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back into Stewart's Creek and the X Sports Network. State championship game between Summertown and Bolivar. We are about to start the third quarter. Summertown trails 29-19. Again, no video feed today. We do have audio and do our best to paint a picture of what's going on here. Very high-paced game. We are just as good as the team we're going against. We've just got to get that in our head and play together. A lot of one-on-ones for Summertown in the first half and a lot of team ball for Bolivar in the first half. So when they drive, they dish, they find the open man under the goal for a layup. They do that a lot. They do a lot of high-low. And as of right now, when we drive, if we get stopped, we just throw it up anyway. And we're going to have to move without the ball and try to get open layups. And we know this team is capable of doing that. They just need to settle down. Had a really good first quarter, and they had some misses in the second quarter. Julian picked up 2 fouls early in the first quarter on 2 charges, so that changed it up a little bit. But we are underway. Bolivar will get it to start. Beauregard with it. Kicks it over to the wing, and it's going to go out of bounds. Oh, good hustle by that young man. He went nearly over the bench, but they caught him as he went flying. That's Hoyle, who is a starter but didn't play much the first half. Scott ahead to White. They get past the pressure from Bolivar. Again, White guarded by Hawthorne, so they just lay off of him. Now he comes out to get him a little bit. Huckabee gives him a screen and rolls on the horns here. Over to Pugh. Ball picked off. Sam's got to see that. As the guy's sitting back waiting on the pass going across. And we're going to get a foul called on Bolivar, and that's going to go against Reeves. That's his second. Coach V did pick up the technical in the first half, so he'll sit the remainder. Julian now guarded by Stanley. Pugh gives him a screen now. He kicks it to Huckabee. Huckabee short on the 3. White there for the rebound. Up. No good. Up again. No good. And we'll get a call, another foul here, and that might go against. Okay, so they're going to say that went against number 1, Stanley. And that's going to put White on the line. I'm guessing they're calling that foul on his putback, but Pugh was already there getting the ball when they blew the whistle. So White can't make his first. Got to get a little air under it. Sam having a good game, but a little rough under the goal. Back iron, no good. Pressure backs off for Summertown. Beauregard will walk it across half court. 5:18 to go. Stolen away by White, but he can't keep it in bounds. It'll go out of bounds. He about hit the score table over there. It's a big floor, a big gym overall, and it's a very proud feeling to see the sea of blue across the way. Summertown always supporting its athletes, and they need it. Ball kicked across under the goal to Reeves. He goes up for the layup, no good. Julian kicks it ahead to White. White around the defense. It should be a flop there, no call. Should have been a flop as the young man fell with no contact, trying to take the charge as White went around him. Ahead to Stanley. On the baseline, jump stop, up, no good. Rebound Hawthorne, no good. Rebound Julian. Stolen away by Bolivar. Now we'll get a timeout by Bolivar, as I thought two guys had possession of it, but Bolivar's going to call the timeout. It'll be a 30-second. We'll take it with them here on the X Sports Network. Back here in Stewart's Creek. The refs have been good, but I will say the 50-50 calls that could go either way have fallen to Bolivar. Not so much bad calls or anything like that, but the ones that could have gone either way have fallen their way here in the game so far. They get it inbounds to number 2, who misses the shot, hits the backboard. White chunks it deep to Pugh. We've seen it before, and Pugh's going to lose it. Stolen away by Bolivar. He'll kick it ahead. 4-3 in the corner. No good. Back iron. Hawthorne on the rebound with Scott down there. Tries to save it and throws it to the cheerleaders. Good effort there by Hawthorne. He kept the ball alive on the rebound, but wasn't able to save it as it was tipped. And now that pass from Scott to White is lost. And Beauregard's going to drive. Was pushed by Scott. Hawthorne goes up on the rebound. 3 offensive rebounds there for Bolivar, and nobody can make one, but Hawthorne's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. 29-21, 4:12 to go in the third. So Hawthorne will shoot 2. Perfect from the line thus far. That one as well will go. So 30-21, this is the state championship. We will have a state champion crown and a runner-up crown as well. Second shot on the way, good. Hawthorne's a good player, and he's got height. Huckaba's going to bring it up for Summertown. Got to get rid of the unforced errors. If you have a chance here, picks up the screen. They go around it. Now Huckaba will drive, layup, up, charge called. He fell before Huckaba even hit him. I mean, he was falling before Huckaba didn't even touch him. The ref was behind the play, called the block, and Huckaba never touched the kid's body. And he fell. Beauregard brings it up for Bolivar. Thrown ahead. White's going to come down with it on the steal. White will drive, and he's blocked by Scott and fouled. Scott's going to go to the line for 2. Definitely got him with the body there. So Scott to the line to shoot. I believe that's Hawthorne's second foul. That's the third team foul for them. That could play a role if we can make our free throws. Scott's going to be short on that one. Get it up and in. Something that can play on kids who don't play in larger gyms is there's a big space behind the goal to the wall. If you're not used to that, it can play with your shot a little bit. He misses the second one. That's 4 straight missed free throws. Stanley drives baseline, Euro, up and in. You can't, he's flexing going down the floor. That's automatic technical, no call. Pugh crosses over Hawthorne, drives up, good. Case and Pugh. We need him to come alive. We need somebody to come alive and put the ball in the basket. 33-23. Summertown trails by 10. We get a chant for defense from the Summertown faithful. Down to the corner. This is Stanley for 3. Good. And he makes a signal to the player. His coach is going to go out and get him. Not sure why he didn't get a technical. Again, made a symbol at a player. That's taunting. He should definitely be teed up for it. Twice in a row. He actually pointed at the player that time like a gunshot. And no call was called. 30-second timeout. His coach went and got him, but it should have been a technical on both. No call. We'll stay right here as the 30-second timeout's over. 36-23. He did make the three, but again, did signal to the player guarding him. And now the Bolivar players are over in our huddle. A little talking back and forth. They went and stood in our huddle at the end of the 30-second timeout while Coach V was talking to the players. Now we've got some discussion. And now they send them back out like they had another timeout. White set to inbound. So starting to be a little cocky here for Bolivar. And the refs are not helping the situation by not calling it. Scott over to White. Now to Pugh. Pugh drives up and in. Casey Pugh for two. Now they'll get it in to Beauregard. There's some talking going on the floor by the boys, for sure. Over to Stanley. He's made two in a row. That's a walk. And we get the walk called. He's trying to go at the basket. Every time he gets it now, he's made two in a row, so he's trying to go for it. 36-25, 2:40 to go in the third. Scott will bring it up. We want their emotions to get the best of them, but the refs are going to have to back that up with sticking with the rule books here. Scott picks his dribble up, now gets it to White. White against Hawthorne. Hawthorne's got two fouls. White drives, pulls back, now he'll lose it. Pick it back up, lose it again. And Stanley goes on the floor, and they're going to get White on the foul. He lost it twice. Again, Summertown just one-on-one in it. And Bolivar's able to just back off. And then when we start to drive, they just help, and we don't do anything different. We need some motion and some moving of the ball and get some shots up. We can't try to do street ball here and win this game. It's just not going to work. Bolivar loses it. Huckabee picks it up. Out to Scott. Now to White. Great fast break from Summertown. Two passes and an easy finish. 36-27. They get it over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne ahead to Stanley. Stanley down low. Easy layup. Good from Wellington. And that's basketball. That's just good basketball. Hawthorne brought it up the middle, kicked it out ahead of our press. Now that ball is going to be stolen away, and they'll call the foul on Jackson. The push against Scott. There was contact. If he would have just waited back, he would have probably had the steal. Huckabee set to inbound. Pugh goes back. Gets it. He's sliding on the floor. I don't know if the floor is. Pugh in for the layup. Good. Casey Pugh trying to put him on his shoulders here. Hawthorne, we got to get back out of the press. It's killing us. Stanley for three. No good. Rebound Bolivar. Blocked away. Now Huckabee comes away with it. Ahead to Pugh, chased down, stop, up, no good. Pugh on the rebound, tied up and in. Casey Pugh for another two. The sea of blue is getting loud. Bolivar ahead to Stanley. That's a walk as well, no call. And now he dishes that off. Wellington will be fouled and go to the line for a chance at an and one. Though the spin move was a walk, no call called. I mean, that was a blatantly missed walk. So Wellington going to the line. 40-31, 1:12 to go in the third. Shot on its way. Up. Good. Good-looking jumper there from Wellington. Huckabee with it. Bolivar somewhat three-quarter pressing here. In a man. They've stayed in a man. Huckabee goes around the screen. Now they get it to Julian. Inside, pull-up jumper. Good. The pull-up jumper's there. Huckabee tries to go for the steal against Beauregard. They kick it back to Hawthorne. He gets through the middle. He's going all the way. Again, down low is Wellington. Wellington's just standing on the block on the other end, and they're getting past our press and handing it to him for a layup. Not sure why we're pressing. We got to get out of the press. They're just beating it. Huckabee to Pugh. Guarded by Hawthorne. He's bumped, and we'll get a call on Hawthorne. That should be his third. And that's going to be the team's fifth, I believe. That's going to put Pugh to the line for 2. Pugh looks like he's sliding everywhere. I don't know if the floor is slick, but he is trying to keep his feet under him. Pugh going to the line for 2. Hawthorne picks up his third. And they've got a sub set to come in. 34 seconds to go in the third, 42-33. You needed that foul trouble to come just a little earlier if you're Summertown. They're not out of it by any means, but you got to make free throws. Another missed free throw. That's 5 straight free throws. We would be within 5, 4. Got some discussion now from the referees as he tells the coach to back up. Pugh was set to take a second shot. We had some referee goes over. There's some discussion. Coach asking questions. Gets an answer. And now Pugh will shoot his second. Hawthorne did go out with 3 fouls. Pugh's got to make free throws. Shot up, shot in from Pugh. 34 seconds to go. Ball's tipped. 34. That's going to be tipped and out of bounds off Bolivar. We'll go to Summertown under the goal. 34 seconds to go. 43-34. Into Scott. 4-3. Wide open. Rattles around, no good. Julian up on the rebound. Good. 43-36. 25 seconds to go. Summertown pressuring. They get it to the middle. Pugh's there. Takes it away. First jump ball, I think, of the game. That ball will go to Summertown. Summertown not going quietly. And the sea of blue is on its feet. And that's what they need. White gets it, throws it back, almost went back court, gets it to Pugh. Pugh up, no good, and they'll call the blocking foul. Pugh's going to go to the line for 2. Almost got the jumper to fall. But we have to make free throws. Have to make them. Every kid who plays this sport should shoot. If you're at practice, before you go home, you should shoot 100 free throws. That's how important they are. Pugh's first shot, no good. 43-36. That's 7 straight missed free throws from Summertown. It could be more back in the third quarter, but I know we've missed 7 straight. I mean, you would be tied right now if we make our free throws. That's how important free throws are to this game. Pugh's second shot, no good. Summertown cannot get a free throw to fall. They get it to the middle, does Bolivar. 9 seconds to go. Beauregard with it. Dribbles, kicks it over. Stolen away by Pugh. Stolen back away. They're going to get a foul. And this, after the play, the kid slams the ball down on the ground. Still no call. That should be 4 technicals I've seen so far that should be called by the rule book and have not been called. I mean, just by the rule book, not attitude or anything, just what they're doing according to the rules. Ask Leighton Sherman about the technical for celebrating after the game, after a shot made, and this is way worse than that. Pugh misses his first. 1.7 seconds to go. That's 9 straight free throws. Second one, good. We watched one through. Let's hope it changes it. Beauregard with it. He'll just hold it. It's the longest 1 second I've ever seen in my life. Finally runs off. So after 3, Summertown trails 43-37, and they're trying to make a comeback here in Stewart's Creek. We'll take a break, be back for the 4th here on the Egg Sports Network.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back in, X Sports Network here in Stewart's Creek. This is the fourth quarter of the Middle School Boys State Championship. This is all or nothing, folks, right here. A champion will be crowned. Bolivar's going to get the ball to start the fourth. Scott Garden. We're in a man 1-3-1. They get it down to the baseline. To Stanley. Drives, no good, or dishes off. Lost it, picks it back up. They get it right down to Wellington. Wellington having his way at the block, but he's all alone. Whoever's on that side of the zone has got to stay back and help. They get a screen, top of the key to Huckabee. Huckabee to Scott. Scott's going to fire a three. Off the glass, no good. Pugh with a rebound. Goes up, and he'll get called for the walk. He did. He had a man in the middle open. If he would have just scooped it to him, we'd have had an easy layup. They get it to the middle to Hawthorne. Hawthorne down the side to Beauregard. Beauregard pulls up the jumper blocked by Pugh. Pugh takes out running instead of staying with the ball, and they get it back. Stanley dishes off. Wellington, no good. Julian out to Pugh all by himself on the layup. Missed the layup. Pugh saves it into Stanley. Stanley looking to run. Over to Hawthorne for the finish. And that's two. It doesn't get much better than that from Bolivar. Good finish there on the fast break. They don't care to pass it. They make that one pass, extra pass. Scott to White. Out top. Now to Pugh. Pugh pulls it over to the corner to Julian. Julian been quiet this whole half. Can't make that three. Julian's gone quiet. Came out strong in the first half. Had a couple charges on him in the first quarter. And, he's been really quiet since then. So Bolivar back up by 10, 4:35 to go in the game. 47-37 your score here in Stewart's Creek. The Sea of Blue is going to have to get back up on their feet and support them if we're going to have any shot here. But the guys are going to have to give them something to cheer about. Layup, no good from Bolivar. Ball's tipped off of White, and it'll stay with Bolivar. Hawthorne just a beast on the boards. He's keeping every play alive. If he's not getting the board, he's keeping it alive for his players. And he's doing it without really going over the back at all. Now we'll get a three. Short. Rebound again by Stanley. Over to Hawthorne for the layup. They don't care to dish it in the paint. They make the extra pass. Here goes Pugh. One-on-one. And we'll get a foul on Stanley. I didn't see much there. Pugh drove in and bounced off of him, so that ball will be Summertown's ball underneath the goal. And that'd be Stanley's fourth foul. First team foul. Summertown set to inbound under the goal. White with it now. Looking right into Julian. Julian against Hawthorne. Hawthorne blocks it. Hawthorne just stood straight up and got the block. They are a very disciplined team. They have a very good coach. Into Julian again on the layup. Missed the layup. Hawthorne comes away with the rebound. He pushes way ahead all by himself. Blocked by Pugh. Great block by Casey Pugh on Jackson. But what's got to be concerning, you can't celebrate that because you have to look back and see why it was wide open. They're just getting out on the fast break and running, not cherry picking, just out running. So it'll be Bolivar's ball. They get right into Hawthorne. He missed the layup. Julian comes down with a rebound. Several missed layups by both sides. Now Julian's going to run. They try to take a charge. Nothing there. And Scott fires another three-pointer from the corner. No good. Hawthorne ahead to Reeves for the finish. That's a great play by Hawthorne there. They pass the ball really, really well. They play together. They don't care who's the number one scorer. And that's exactly why they're up 51-37 here. So we'll get a quick timeout. We'll take it with them here on the X Sports Network.
It's never been easier to buy a used car thanks to Prime Automotive Lawrenceburg. We believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating you right. Our friendly staff makes sure of it, helping you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget with financing options available. We're always getting new arrivals, making it easy for you to find what you need. Stop by for a test drive Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. We're located at the old Shoney's building on North Locust Avenue in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Welcome back in. Fourth quarter, 3:39 to go. 51-37 here in Stewart's Creek. Bolivar, Summertown. One will be crowned champion, middle school state champion. And if Summertown's going to do it, they're going to have to do it now. 3:39 to go. Pugh going to bring it up for Summertown. He's going to get a high screen from White. Go around it. He's looking to drive. Everybody's just sagging back. Pugh getting the fake. Up. Off the glass. No good. And they're going to get Pugh on the foul after the missed shot. Summertown just hasn't had the shots fall. They needed to. And you don't want to foul after you miss a shot. Here's the issue. So right now Bolivar's setting up to inbound. They've got two guys at half court, two guys in the front court, and all of our guys are up in front of the half court. They send a man up middle. Now they're in a 3-on-2 every time. Julian's the only one back. They missed the layup. Julian comes down with the layup, knocked away by Hawthorne, and finished by Reeves. Scott inbounds to Huckabee. We're too far up on our press, and they have no problem beating it. And when they get into a 3-on-2, they know how to score. Huckabee for three. No good. Scott tries to get the rebound fighting for it with Jackson. Now the ball is going to be lost by Hawthorne. He kicks it back in. He's just a strong kid. That ball's tipped. Now Jackson gets it down on the block. Again, Wellington is wide open. We haven't figured it out. He goes right down the floor, stands on the block, and waits for the ball. And we have not figured it out. And now we're going to get a technical on Coach V. That's his second technical. Is that not an ejection? They'll send, okay, maybe I'm wrong there. They'll send Hawthorne to the line for two. That he'll shoot the technical foul. I know it's going to cost some money. How is Hawthorne shooting on the wrong end? I will say their coach is very well coached, but the assistant coach just ran halfway to half court off the bench on the floor to tell the referees that he's on the wrong end. Not sure you can do that. I have to ask Coach Gene about that. And I also have to ask Coach Gene about the two technicals. I don't know if that was on Coach White. I'm not sure there. Either way, Summertown trails 55-37. First shot was no good on the technical. Second shot, none either. And that's the first two misses from the free throw line from Hawthorne. And he's a player, guys, I'll tell you. This is no slouch of a basketball team. Very fundamental. You can tell they work on fast breaks and how to move the ball on a fast break. Shot up from the corner, no good. Rebound, Wellington. No good. And now we'll get another foul. And that's going to go on Bolivar. That goes on Hawthorne. That's his fourth. Which, a little late to, that's not going to mean much. Hawthorne's smart. I don't think he'll pick up his fifth. Pugh's going to bring it up for Summertown. Trailing 55-37, 2:25 to go in the game. Pugh tries to go 1-on-4. No good. He airballed it. Now here comes Hawthorne. The rest of the guys were just standing around, so Bolivar just sunk back in the zone or in the man, but they're just staying in the middle of the floor, and we're not moving the ball against it. Beauregard set to inbound for Bolivar. They try to go into Hawthorne, tipped away by White. 2:14 now to go. Get a couple subs in. Anderson and Cranston going to come in for Huckabee and Scott. Two of the better guards right there you'll find in this area, I promise you that. Beauregard set to inbound. They set up Jackson in the corner for three. No good, air ball. Out off of Bolivar on the rebound. They were all there, though. That side of the zone has killed us back there, as Wellington is probably, he might be the leading scorer. Even though Hawthorne's had a great game, I mean, Wellington's had layup after layup. Now White looking to drive, kicks it over to Anderson, freshly in the game. Anderson over to Cranston. Cranston to Pugh. Pugh drives up and good on the layup. That's got to be a flop. Nobody touched him and the kid fell again. Like, this, that I don't understand. You can't have referees in the state championship that don't know the game. It's not a lack of, I mean, it's not a bad call thing. It's just you got to pay attention to everything. Now Bolivar wants a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. 1:44 to go in the game. We'll take it with them here on the X Sports Network.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
Back here in Stewart's Creek, I think Coach V has conceded. The 5 starters now go to the bench. For Summertown, you will have 5 new ones, and we're going to get a foul right off the bench by Jaco. Freshly in the game, he fouled Beauregard. Nothing to hang your head about if you're Summertown boys. I couldn't be prouder of you. It's not easy to get here. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a good team. It takes a lot of good coaching. We're going to get another foul here on Hammock. The starting 5 are going to come back in now. Okay. All 5 of those will go out. The starting 5 will come back in for Summertown. I'm not sure about that. Coach V has his reasons, I'm sure. They came in and got 2 fouls. That now puts them in the bonus for Bolivar. Beauregard will be shooting 2. 55-39, 1:39 to go in the game. It's just a really good team, and sometimes you just face really good teams, and you got to get up and learn from it. We have a ton of 8th graders. Coach Long's getting a good batch here. I have no doubt he will take them and do great things with them. This bunch is going to be fun to watch. 138, White kicks it ahead to Julian. He'll drive. Layup, no good. They'll call a foul on number 20, Wellington. And that young man's had a great game. So Julian's going to go to the line for 2, and 4 are set to come in for Summertown. So we might be doing a little offense-defense here, so that the fouls don't go against your starting 5. I don't know of anybody in trouble with fouls. Pugh might have 3. And now those 5 will come out. 4 comes out. And there's Jack's House set to come in for Julian after the shot if he makes it. 56-40. Shot up short. And we'll get a foul. So definitely that's what's going on. So Coach V is pulling 5 in to foul and then taking 5 out. So number 2, Jackson's going to go to the line for 2. Some confusion here as Summertown's got to get some guys on the line before they can shoot the free throw. So the four other Julian's still in as a starter. There's the four other starters are set to come back in with 1:32 to go in the game. They're down 16. Free throw no good. So we do get a sub. I don't know if we're in that much foul trouble to where I don't think we are, but to let our guys just foul. I don't know if he's just slowing it down here or what. Second shot good. 57-40, 1:32 to go. Huckaba's going to bring it down the floor. Again, I'm excited for this future. Huckaba drives in the lane, loses it, picks it back up, goes up and in. Easton Huckaba for two. 57-42. Coach V's going to want a timeout. He'll get one. He's going to sub people back in. I think he'll be calling a full timeout, so we'll take it with him here on the Egg Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here in Stewart's Creek, here on the X Sports Network. Summertown's going to fall away with a loss here. But again, I know Summertown doesn't believe in runners-up. It's either all or nothing. They kick it out top to Hawthorne. He'll lose it off of Chapman's steal, and we'll get a foul on Hawthorne, and he's going to go out of the game with 5. And we'll get subs back in the game for Summertown. He's going to have to hold up everybody there. I will echo the thoughts last night of the guys on Exports for the high school at the Summertown game where they gave Will Pettis some praise. But I would also like to add Kevin Wright to that. They make it look easy, guys. I mean, from the other side, you look over, you see a table and a laptop maybe and a camera. But I assure you it's way more than that. It's calls, making sure people are there to call games. It's so much more. Hour before every game to set up. The hours driven by those guys are just. It's hard to put into words what they mean for our community. Not many communities have this, and we should be thankful. So when you give Will Pettis the hug and tell him thank you, if you see Kevin Wright out, give him a handshake and a thank you, because these boys will never forget this. They'll have this forever. They'll have every game that they play, they'll have to go back and watch and show their kids. And from somebody who is a former player, that's something that can't be replaced. I got an old VHS, I show mine, and it's staticky because I've watched it so much. There was a full timeout, but I think it was just get some subs in there, so we'll stay there. I'll pass on my middle school torch for basketball to somebody else. Be glad to do it if I'm needed to help out, but somebody else will be doing it, and I couldn't be more thankful to Will and Kevin for letting me do it for the past 7 years. I hope I've done it justice, and I've followed this bunch since they started in 6th grade, so state runners-up's not a bad thing, guys. There's a lot of teams in middle school basketball that would love to be where we are right now. I know we don't like it because it's all or nothing, but got to be happy with how these boys have come and how far they've come, and you got to be excited to watch them grow in the sport. I just hope that they all stay with it no matter what, and I have no doubt Coach Westlong will turn them into some really good high school ball players. So big shout out to Coach V for getting here this far, Coach Watt as well. I know the boys love Coach V. You don't get here by being a halfway good coach, I can tell you that. Julian's going to come away with the rebound, 1:01 to go. He's going to drive against Wellington, up, off the glass, and good. 57-46. We're going to get another timeout, and he's going to put them back in. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They're just going to sub, so I don't think they'll take the full timeout. But He's got them up, so I don't think they're going to take much of a timeout at all. I want to make sure we get our sponsors in there who make all this possible, but I think they're just going to go right back at it here, and that's the way it looks. I know AJ said yesterday, and he's absolutely right, it's an honor and an awesome thing to have 3 teams here from our county representing us. So I would encourage everybody to stick around for South Lawrence and cheer them on. I bleed blue, but when it comes down to who loves the county and wanting the county to look good, I'm all aboard on that. So good luck to those girls as well as E.O. Kaufman. Both very good girls teams. And they both have championship games today as well. 57-46, 50 seconds to go in the game. Coach V still doing 5 in, 5 out here. I don't know that it's gained anything, but maybe it has. Hawthorne went out with 5 fouls, and I'll say it again, that's a good basketball player. That kid could score every time down the floor, and I would almost say he had more assists than he did points. And I would say out of all the 57 points that they've had, I would say they probably got 35 assists. And for a middle school team, that is outstanding. Summertown's Huckabee. Here he comes. Over to Scott. Scott's going to fire a 3 off the glass, no good. Rebound, Julian. Up, loses it. Yeah, that was a bad call. The kid, Wellington, just had his hands up there. Julian, I think, just lost the handle on it. He'll get the foul. 57-46, 39 seconds to go. I can't see that we would continue the fouling. Maybe we will. You're down 11 here. Going to get a sub for Bolivar. Number 3, Williams, comes in for number 1, Stanley. Stanley had a good game as well. The lefty. This team deserves to be here, as does Summertown. There's no doubt. First shot good from Julian. They tried to jump out and take it out of bounds. Julian still got one more shot to go. A lot of yelling from across the way. South Lawrence does look like they're well represented with some fans here. That's a good thing. And I encourage everybody to cheer those guys on. Foul's going to go against White. And I just don't know that you can get, I don't know what this is accomplishing here. 38 seconds to go. Sam White's going to foul out of the game. That young man's had a great season, great game. He didn't get things to go the way he wanted today, but I have no doubt, absolutely no doubt, he's going to be fun to watch. Don't tell him that. He's got a big enough head as it is. But he's a good kid. He's got good parents. He's a good player. I have no doubt this game is going to treat him well. He's also an excellent football player. Again, do not tell him I said that. And I know Coach White will yell at me for saying it. But he's a fun to watch kid. Second free throw, no good. Julian with a rebound. Summertown's going to have to get some threes up if they're going to get in this. And Julian for 2, good. 57-50. Summertown trails by 7. Foul's going to go on Anderson. And we're going to shoot free throws again. Summertown only down by 7 here. 27 seconds to go. I would love nothing more for Coach V to prove me wrong here and come back and win this thing with this method here. So Jackson going to shoot 2 here. First shot, good. And that's going to put them 8 up here in the fourth. 27 seconds. Summertown trails by 8, I believe. They've only got 57 on the board. There they go. The fans are getting in a tizzy. They got it. Second shot good as well. Julian's going to take the inbounds from Scott. He'll push down the floor. Scoreboard's having a little trouble with pushing the clock button here. as they didn't start the clock again. That's about the fourth time. Not to knock anybody, but that's pretty important. At the end of the second, it took 5 seconds to run off 1.7 seconds. So Summertown's going to get the ball on the side. They will run that clock down to 24.9. Not sure how they came up with that number. I guess what they're counting in the backcourt. And now the head ref is going to move the ball back 3/4 the way full court. Pressure on Julian by Bolivar. He's going to drive, kick to Scott. Scott fires a three. Good. 16 seconds, and they're going to foul Jackson again, who just made two free throws. And that's been a big difference here, folks. You look at free throws alone from Summertown. We had 10 straight at one time that we missed. 9 straight. Pugh didn't make that 9th one. But if you do that, you look at the scoreboard, you're up in this game. Bolivar has made made most of their free throws. I'd say they're shooting above 80% at least. And I would say Summertown is below 40%. And that played a role. Get in a gym, shoot free throws. You never know what you're going to need out of it. I mean, they're always important. Sometimes announcers say free throws are going to be important in this one. I don't know a game where free throws aren't important. Jackson makes his first, 59-53, 15 seconds to go. He'll shoot his second here. Summertown's going to need a miracle. Second shot, good. That makes it a 3-point game. Jackson falls down, running down the floor. Hucka was going to bring it up. 13 seconds. You got to get a three off. Gets it to Pugh in the corner for three. Good. 60-56. They're going to have to foul. Maybe somebody other than Jackson. He can't hand it inbound. Well, that's a little bit of a miss there. They hand it inbounds to him, and you can't hand it in. It looks like they handed it in. So 3 seconds to go. Jackson's going to go to the line for two, and Bolivar's up by 4. They'll get a well-deserved win here. Summertown's managed to cut it to 4. Huckabee, I believe, just picked up his 5th foul. It's going to be a delay of game here.
Jackson to the line for Bolivar, shooting 2.
So Jackson going to the line again. Jackson has been flawless from the line pretty much here in the 4th. Goes the line for 2 more. I don't see any referees putting a count on the free throw line. You only have 10 seconds to shoot. Jackson's going to make his first. That's going to put it out to 5. Good crowd from Bolivar. Nobody acted crazy from either side. It's been a good game. Very well coached game. And Jackson's going to make a second. They kick it ahead. Scott tries to throw it ahead, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. And again, Jackson went down the floor, holding his hand up, and made shot, and they didn't call nothing. Leighton Sherman, what do you say about the technical? I mean, we could have had 3 of those here. Ball's going to be knocked. Scott from half court, no good. Bolivar's going to win the state championship. Summertown will fall, and they will finish state runners-up. And a well-deserved state runner-up and state champion here today. We knew it was going to be tough. We didn't play our best game, and in the championship, you have no choice. You got to play your best game. There's no time for an off game. That's just the way it is. In championship time, you have to be great no matter what. And our guys played a really good game. Some shots didn't fall the way we wanted, but nothing to hang your head about. You didn't come up here and get beat by a team that wasn't better. You got beat by a team that was even with you, who had a better day than you. And sometimes that's all you can do. Just come up, play ball, let the chips fall where they may. Super proud of these boys, Coach V, Coach White as well. Super proud to be part of the Nation of Blue. They traveled up here to watch them today. Couldn't be prouder for them. Kevin, are we staying on for a little bit? I think they'll do all tournament, probably. Team, maybe. Okay. We're going to stay on right here. I'll kind of try to be the best I can be for your eyes here. I think they will announce all tournament for this group, for boys, for the 4 games.
Before we distribute our trophies, please help us recognize Stewart's Creek Middle School, Stewart's Creek High School.
They are recognizing. They're recognizing Stewart's Creek and Rockville for hosting the state championship games. I think he wanted a little bit of applause there, and we didn't get there, but they're announcing their sponsors right now for the state tournament. Again, they put on a great tournament. I was not here yesterday. I was watching the Cascade game at home. But from what it sounded like with the guys up here for exports, it was a good tournament game there yesterday.
Our TSSAA staff and middle school committee members.
So the middle school committee members are gonna recognize runners up here. Try to turn my mic out for you. They just recognize Coach Yarborough, Coach V, presented him with a basketball for being the state runner-up coach.
Next, we have the presentation of the runners-up team.
The runners-up trophy will go to the Summertown Middle School Basketball Eagles. And they walk out with their head down, but boys, I know it hurts right now, but there's nothing to be ashamed of. If you gave it everything you got, that's all you can give. So all the boys out getting their pictures made here. Bolivar will be announced next, and then I would assume we will have some type of all-tournament team. Mr. Fisher will have the call for South Lawrence. They're next. Is that correct, Kevin? Okay, so they will be next. Mr. Fisher will have that call, of course. I saw him earlier. Always a pleasure to be around him. So Summertown's going to get their pictures made and be recognized. They're going to turn now and face their fans and get their pictures made. It's a big group of boys with a lot of 8th graders. And they are going to recognize the coach for middle school, give him a basketball from Wilson. Wilson, one of the sponsors. All 4 coaches go out. It's a good coach team. I will say that. He makes them believe in sharing the ball, and nobody is bigger than anybody else. Now they'll recognize Bolivar Tigers as the state champions. Now they're going to, they skipped the announcing of the team, and they're going to, they're doing each player. So each player is being called out as part of the state championship team and given a medal. Each player is getting their picture made at the sign here. I don't see anything for a thing. Are you good? We good to go ahead and get out? We're going to go and jump out. Not to take anything from them. Congratulations to Bolivar. Congratulations to Summertown. Good luck to South Lawrence. E.O. Kaufman. I have no doubt they will represent well. And it's been a pleasure to do this for a long time with you guys. Couldn't be prouder. Kevin, thank you. We'll be back on. He'll set up a new broadcast for the next game. And from Stewart's Creek, this is Guthrie Mason. Thank you for joining us on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.